Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Deal Podcast. We have a special edition this week in regards to what this podcast is going to be. First, I'll introduce my two co-hosts. I'm Louie Wiesman. I'm here with...
Logan Sowash, the host of the Real Deal television show and also an editor for the website.
And I'm Brandon Kratkowski. Logan is wearing really cool shorts tonight. They're red. They have lobsters on them.
They got little lobsters
Little
on them.
crustaceans.
They're really
They're not red lobsters, because if they were, I think that'd
couldn't
be
see
a
'em.
sponsorship.
You wouldn't be able to see them if they were red
Yeah.
lobsters because the shorts are already red.
Well, what is short for black, though?
Black lobster is like the red lobster that rich people go to.
These are like the only compliments I get with these shorts because either people make fun of me because they're like salmon colored or they look fratty. And they
Well,
make fun of me for that. But
I
they're
think
just comfy.
I think these shorts are a great transition into
All
what
right.
we are talking
We're
about
transitioning
today.
into something.
Are
I
you-
thought this was the shorts podcast. Let's see.
The Real
We're
Deal.
all wearing shorts today.
Well, it's a nice day
I'm
out.
I'm
It's
wearing
finally
basketball
cool.
shorts.
It's finally nice out.
Louis wearing cargo shorts, and we've got lobster shorts over here.
Cargos, they're just regular khakis.
Oh,
Khaki
okay.
shorts.
Okay, so
It's the Khakis podcast.
welcome to
Well-
the short deal, the real short round.
Well, today I wanted, and I kind of tricked these two. I can't believe they're willing to do this.
Meow.
We are going to be doing what I say is a little bit of an homage to Harris Whittles. He is a stand-up comedian. He was an executive producer for Parks and Recreation. He helped out with Comedy Bang Bang from time to time. He had a podcast through the Earwolf family called Analyze Phish. And what Harris Whittles would try to do is try to get Scott Aukerman and whatever other guests he could bring onto the show into the band Phish. Phish was one of Harris's favorite bands. It's one of my personal favorite bands. I'm going to Colorado this Labor Day weekend to see him 3 nights. It's going to be a blast. And I'm going to see if I can do what Harris tried to do with Scott and try to get Logan and Brandon into Phish and within, I guess, the next hour. Is it possible?
I don't know, but first we should probably say what our relationship with Phish is. And to start with mine off, mine's pretty non-existent. I'm in the kind of place where if I hear a Phish song that I might know, I won't know until, like, today. Like, I maybe have heard 1 or 2 songs. I'm not really connected to Phish at all.
My relationship with Phish is I know the song Llama from Rock Band 3, and I hate Llama because it's really hard to play on Rock Band 3. And so
That's kind of them, yeah.
me and Phish got off to the wrong start, and I'm adverse to jam bands in general. So we'll see how this goes. I'm probably going to be the most negative Nancy, but that's okay.
You don't like?
That's
You
how
said
it
you don't like
works.
jam bands?
Not
No?
usually.
What's some of your experience with them? Because Grateful Dead is usually like everyone's go-to.
I've heard Phish live recordings, but like not really registered them or like known what pieces they were, and just like miscellaneous jam bands I've seen on the internet. Like, oh, if you don't like jam bands, why don't you try this out? I'm like, this is the same crap. But we'll see what happens. I'm at least open-minded about Phish. I don't sound open-minded about Phish, but
Perfect.
I'm
This is
ready to
gonna go
like
great.
them.
Yeah, so this ought to be interesting.
So a little bit of history about the band. They first formed in 1983, where
Really?
they played all the way back in 1983. They've been around for over 30 years
I thought they
now.
were around earlier than that.
No, they've been around for a while. They first started touring and actually playing like real gigs in bars from Vermont, where they're from. Around the late 80s, they started touring, playing some bigger venues. Actually, fun fact, right around sort of their peak in like 94, around 96, that's when they started playing huge arenas, huge outdoor venues, and started kind of taking over the dead left off after Jerry Garcia passed away. One of their first festivals, oh my God, I can't believe we're going to forget this, Clifford Ball. They did it in 1996, I believe, out in like the middle of nowhere, I think. Oh no, I can't remember. It's like Maine, somewhere in the New England area. Those festivals that they would do every year kind of became the basis of what Bonnaroo became. Like, they based a lot of what Bonnaroo was off of the early and late 90s Phish festivals. So, which I always think was like always really cool is like Phish kind of led the way to what Bonnaroo is today.
Mhm.
And then Bonnaroo became its own thing and like completely separate from their festivals now. But hey, that's what happens. Like, they became their own thing. Good for them.
So here, folks. Phish is Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
They played there twice,
Bernie
2009 and 2012.
I know that Bernie Sanders is a big Phish fan.
Yes, he did talk about it on his campaign because their drummer was touring around and doing all sorts of campaigning for Bernie Sanders because they both share that Vermont heritage. Phish also has a Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Yes, I think you
Phish
told me
food.
about this. Okay.
This
I
is
might
true.
have seen this.
Every time I go to the store, I take a picture of it, send to my friend's Snapchat. I
Okay.
think it's funny. They're tired of it. So, we have a little bit here. Brandon kind of helped me organize what we wanted to do today. And Brandon, we're going to kind of figure out what you want to do first. So we're going to kind of go through some just live songs that they have, a couple of their staples, some of their weird songs they do because they are very eccentric.
Eccentric or esoteric even.
I guess.
Oh, there goes Brandon.
I'm just going with this.
Or electric.
And then a couple covers.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
It's electric.
So, Brandon, what do you want first from those 4 categories?
I say start off with the most accessible thing you have.
Accessible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So
Okay,
I know they're
okay.
not top 40, but think of what would appeal to that kind of demographic, or what would be the closest to mainstream that they could probably.
Yeah, the
be.
most mainstream Phish.
And then we can dive into the weird stuff because I don't care if we dive into the weird stuff first or last, but maybe smoothing it into.
I think
it
I
Alright.
think we need to establish.
All right, so I'm going to play this. This is off their 2014 album Fuego. This is
Ooh.
called Sing Monica.
This weird farty slap bass.
That's kind of fun like that.
You'd lift me up, you hired me, and light my day, you fired me, but then you stole the sun, delighted me, now the day
Brandon's laughing. All right. So what's your opinion so far?
Oh, that's corny.
I can see
It's-
that. But
it's
I was
different.
Okay. I liked it, but yeah, I can see why he said it was.
It
corny.
sort of reminds me of like jangly '90s pop so far,
Yeah,
like Stone Roses.
I got some '90s out of that. That
It's
felt.
like
Let's
college
say,
rock.
As they've kind of progressed, they've kind of written more standard songs instead
Mm-hmm.
of writing songs that are in 15, 16 through like a half of it and then keep switches.
Mm-hmm.
Just time signatures crazy. They've kind of trended more towards 4/4 standard stuff, and that's one of their more popular
so you
songs.
said they were a jam band, but is that their genre? Like, what exactly is their genre considered?
They're considered progressive rock jam band. That's what they consider themselves.
Okay. What else is progressive rock? Just off the top of your head.
What other progressive rock?
like,
well, I
well,
mean,
That's
just
a
kinda
big question.
No, like what other kind of bands would be close to that? Because I'm trying to think of because I can't think
Grateful
of a
Dead.
foundation. Grateful Dead.
well,
Like,
see,
wow,
Grateful Dead
that's-
was more like kind of country jam rock.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of take
Okay.
like really expanding on the songs and all the improv of Grateful
Yeah.
Dead and kind of mix it
So, like-
with artists like and I know one of their huge influences is Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
They inducted them into the
from-
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Okay.
From my understanding, it's like if you have a paradigm, you have Phish on one side, Lynyrd Skynyrd on the other, and Grateful Dead's in the middle, essentially.
Really?
I
Okay.
could
I
see
think
that.
that's actually the best way to put it so far. Like I kind of get that now. All right.
I mean, I could play one of their other hits. This is from their 2000 album Heavy Things. 2000 album Farmhouse. The song's called Heavy Things. It is actually their top charting song, reaching like top 30 in the Billboard contemporary.
Well, yeah, when you have
adult.
such a good song topic as Logan Sowash, I mean, who's not going to listen?
Absolutely.
Because it's called Heavy.
I get it.
You're
I
heavy.
got the joke. Yeah.
I want everyone to know
You're not
that
the
I just
first-
called
I'm gonna play a
Logan
different
Heavy.
version of
You're
that
not
song.
the first person who said a fat joke before.
I just want to make sure our audience knows.
things falling down on me, heavy things I could not see.
I see the Genesis. He's singing like Peter Gabriel.
To go that way for some reason.
Something small would pin me down.
The singing reminds me of Peter Gabriel.
I can see that.
Try to step aside. I moved to where
Just
they
tell me
moved,
when
I'd
you're ready to make your hot take, Brandon and or Logan.
Vanessa calls me on the phone.
When you said it was corny last time, I understood, but now I kind of felt it. But I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say it now. I enjoyed it. But like when the vocals came in, it sounded like he was whispering a little bit, but trying to also I don't know. I liked it. It's just it was kind of goofy.
I'm just curious. I'm curious to see how that song goes because it seemed to kind of like bear. seemed kind of bare minimum production wise. He just kind of had the drum like.
Well, that's a live version of the song.
Oh, that's
too.
live. Okay. I
That's-
thought that was
actually
studio.
makes sense. Okay.
I thought that was the studio recording. Like that sounds a bit bare for a studio recording.
That was an interesting.
Yeah, let's say I do have like all their albums.
Do you have the studio version
I
available?
do. Do you want to
Yeah.
hear?
Yeah, I'd
studio?
like to hear the
Let's listen
studio.
the
I will
version.
skip into part of it
I mean,
too.
I know you're not supposed to do Phish studio. This sounds worse. Uh-oh.
I thought,
Worse. No.
I thought it sounded.
That's not what I wanted.
I thought it sounded better, but
I like the drumming a lot better in the live version, I think.
I'll agree with that.
And the vocals are too clean in the studio.
Yeah, that's because it's the studio version. Brandon.
That's all what Farmhouse was. It was like basically them going pop. It's a really odd album in terms of what
You
they
can pause
are.
it now again.
I don't like... I mean, I usually like farty electric pianos, but with the normal wooden piano, I didn't like it too much. Unless that was just the bass, and Phish just really loves a farty bass. So, is there an electric piano on that song? It sounded
Electric
like it.
piano. No, I believe that's all his Baby Grand.
Oh, okay. So then it must have been the bass that was being farty again.
I was gonna say. That movie is
I was like, why is there 2 layers of keyboards on this? But it solved itself. I mean,
What else?
So
do you
that
want?
is accessible. I
Okay.
mean,
No, I
what
see.
do you want more accessible?
let's do one more.
Do,
Pat it out a
do
bit.
even more accessible if that's the case. Because I'm curious as to how you could be even more accessible than that. So I'm
Well,
curious-
let's say
sounds
that
like-
was their
I-
that's their
freaking-
biggest hit.
I was gonna say
So-
I could see that on the radio. I
Sounds like-
could
sounds
see
like a-
that like being like having a radio DJ kind of go into it.
Okay.
And now we have Fish's heavy
Ba-
things.
ba- ba-
Take
ba-
it away.
da- 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 da-
It's
ba-
like-
104.3 Jack
Bow,
FM.
bow.
All right. Do you want slow, fast,
Let's
laid back?
get laid back.
Yeah, let's get laid back. 'Cause the
All
last,
right.
The last two have been kind
All right.
We
Here's
know-
the title track to
You know
Farmhouse.
that Phish fans
Farmhouse.
love getting
Farmhouse.
laid
Hey.
back. Get it? Because they it's marijuana, everybody.
This is a farmhouse. We have cluster flies, alas. And this time of year.
Oh, this is so soft. I like that little.
My mind immediately went to like a weird farmy sublime
Farmy.
for a second.
I don't practice milking cows. I don't collect hens' eggs. Well, I had a pig.
I feel like for some reason it went to like a more laid, like farmy version of Sublime to me for a second.
Okay.
Not a bad thing. I don't hate Sublime. I like Sublime. It just that took me off guard.
I'm gonna get clowned for this, but my mind went to Randy Newman.
That didn't surprise me.
What's bothering me right now so far is that the past 2 songs have been in the same key. They were both in C. And I'm like, I don't like it when bands, all their songs are in the same key unless they're like a punk band. But I like that song even less. We've just been on a downward spiral so far, Fish.
No. Oh no, I'm failing.
We barely got into that song, and despite it
Well,
sounding
so I know Brandon's gonna hate everything. Logan, you're my guy. I'm gonna try to win over today.
Oh.
Brandon's just here so I can hear his snark.
There's enough there for it too. No, I liked it. It was fine. I just as soon as I thought of Farmy Sublime, it was hard to get past that. But no, it
Oh,
is.
no.
It's got laid back going on right, and I'd see somebody smoking, explicit drugs.
Yeah.
To that.
Let's,
Can't say.
I wish I had a tally. I'm going to try to keep tally of how many marijuana references we make this episode.
I'm just gonna say broccoli for every time we talk
broccoli.
about the
We're not
devil's- talk about the devil's lettuce.
Oh, good.
I mean, as much as I love the song.
Please don't look at the date we're releasing this.
Can we rate every song by like 5 jazz cigarettes? That's
Five
so
jazz
I give
cigarettes.
this
Jazz
I
cigarettes.
give this a 2 out of 5 jazz cigarettes.
I give it a 120 out of 420.
Ooh, nice reference there. That's pretty dank.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right.
We're slowly devolving already, and that's supposed to be the normal stuff.
yeah. All right. So going for the normal stuff, and so you say that there was normal and weird. What's kind of an in between?
Yeah, like let's do fan favorites.
What was okay?
Fan favorites.
Yes. Let's just do fan favorites. That actually be a good in between.
Okay. I'm gonna go a little off here.
Okay.
The sixth one's called Gaiety. It's from their 1998 album, The Story of the Ghost.
Okay.
It is one of their kind of more composed pieces where they don't really play much on it. Everything's just kind of really standard to the point. We'll get to their jams and other improv songs later. So, Gaiety.
Oh, this is in C2. Oh no.
Gaiety was the ugly pig.
Now, see, I'm not able to pick up on like keys and stuff like that these songs are in. I did not realize. Are they really all in C?
So far,
I'm gonna have to find a song that's not.
Llama isn't. Okay, I like this one better. I like the groove.
Now I could try to skip to find the kind of breakdown part for
Yeah,
the song.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just go with the breakdown. Ooh.
All right, now this is after all the lyrics. This is just now more the jam part. About 2 minutes and a half in.
I'm a sucker for hits like that. Just do, but
In the build, in the build.
this one's not so bad.
So I take it. I think I can get you more on to the more abstract pieces.
Yeah, I think so. Cause
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not.
I like
You should have known with the whole Weezer album debacle.
Just-
was like,
just
why
play a
was-
Death
no
Grip song.
kidding.
Play a Death Grip song. Be like, Phish is good.
No, I mean, that was probably my favorite one so far.
Same. I think.
This is after
felt-
they just got off of their '97 tour, fall tour, where like it's like one of like fans' favorites, just because of like all the funk and a lot of that carried over to this album.
I love funk, so that is really.
I think it solves a bit of my issue with prog on that song because I don't really like prog as a genre too much because I think it's a cold machine genre that's like I don't really like super hyper composed music unless it's like in a classical setting or something because when they're just like playing notes like bah, 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 and you're just like inputting into a machine without and you're like very much thinking about music, I think it's kind of artificial and boring and lifeless.
I just as soon as you said cold machine, I just think of you just singing "We Don't Need No Education."
We don't need no education.
That
Pink
reminded
Floyd's
me.
a good prog
I don't
band.
know. That reminded me a lot of Rusted Root. If that's not a weird comparison or not. I feel like if I was going to do a road trip kind of thing, that'd be kind of the perfect. Like if I was going to do a standard road trip montage in a film, that song would have worked really well.
This is the first song where Phish has shown me that they're good musicians.
Fair,
The
I'm
other
not
two
gonna
were
say,
boring.
everything
They're
else
just bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the songs you showed us beforehand were like the mainstream ones are just kind of like
Basic.
yeah, they're like okay, if you want this, we'll give you this. And that
The
was kind of
joke
what they
is
were
those
saying.
are the songs that your girlfriend at the show is gonna like.
Oh, okay, that actually I could see
And
that.
then the other guys who have been to 50 plus shows are like, "Oh my god, they're playing this."
yeah.
50 plus.
They've performed, I think at this point over 1,600, maybe even 1,700 shows.
How the hell many Phish concerts have you been to, Louie?
Me, just 4.
Okay, I've seen.
Since 2014, I've gone to one show every year, and then this year I'm going to 3.
Boy, the most I've seen a person live. I've seen Ben Folds live 4 times. And so I've tied you, but you're about to pass me by 3.
There's one guy in the fandom. He's very infamous for being a jerk. His name is Antelope Greg, named after the song "Run Like an Antelope." He's named after the song, not the song's named after him.
Yeah.
He's seen, I think, over 700 shows.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Just imagine having that much
that's
money
a
to
lot
travel
of
around and
money.
do that.
And
He's
not only enough money to travel around, but have the decision to travel around for Phish.
Yeah.
That's
This-
dedication.
This jackass was sitting in his house and he said, I have
No,
Do you have a glass of
Yeah, I have a
wine?
skull.
Do you have marbles in
skull.
your Do you have marbles in your hand that you're playing
It's
with?
a gold
I can't-
skull.
I can't.
no one knows
say.
where he's got the money. And he's always front row. You will never see him not front row. It's absurd.
All right, so now that we did one fan favorite, let's get another fan favorite in there.
Another fan favorite, man. Okay.
You should just play Llama at some point. Like, I've already heard it, but
Okay.
it's worth hearing since it's like
Here is
one of their.
another song. Now, this song was featured in Rock Band 3. It's considered one of the hardest songs in the game on every single instrument across the board.
Okay, so do you hate this song, Brandon, because it's hard, or just you actually do hate it?
I think it's dumb. It's also hard. It's dumb and hard.
All right, I just want to make sure. I didn't know if you.
All right, so I'm going to play you Slow Llama that
And
they
then-
debuted
then we'll
2
pick
years
up.
ago in North Carolina. Now, at this point, no one in the venue really realizes it's a song yet, because it's at like half speed.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, I'll play you the real version after this. It's
is
up,
actually-
it's insane.
This is really chill. I like it.
This reminds me
Great opener.
of every blues band. I hear fans picking up on it. It's like, oh,
Sunrise over the turquoise fountains. Birds in sight.
this is
And
like
then
all
it was like, oh my
the.
God.
I'm just expecting some dude shirtless going, "It's lava! It's lava!"
I mean, that's what you get.
This reminds me of a lot of Chicago blues music. Like this reminds me of like Buddy Guy, and that's. This isn't the worst thing in the world.
Kind of if they did a Roadhouse remake.
This reminds me of Eric Clapton. It's Eric Clapton unplugged. This is Eric
I
Clapton.
like that though. I give it a solid 4 jazz cigarettes.
I'd give it like.
Now, how many
2
jazz cigarettes is this out of? Or is it still out of 20 or out of 5?
No, it's out of 5. Who put it
I'm
at
gonna
20?
do 2.25 20s out of 4 20s.
I'm just,
Like it was a solid. It's.
All
I'm
right.
very
We're gonna get
familiar with that
lost, like,
style because I'm from the Chicagoland area,
okay.
and
Okay,
yeah.
Now play the
Very
version Brandon hates.
All right,
Very
now this
Chicago
is
blues.
studio version.
Okay.
this is the
This is
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Llama. Same song.
Yeah, I can see why you hate this. Not like in terms of rock.
Now, what's your actual opinion on the song, though, Brandon?
I think it's
Sunrise over the turquoise mountains. Messenger birds in sight.
what I don't like about this song is I just don't really think it goes much of anywhere. I think it just has this really weird, quirky jam that's not even that great to begin with, and then it just rides it out all song.
Yeah, like what you said with I think the second song we listened to. I'd like to listen to that all the way through. And probably just like see if I if it goes anywhere. Because I could see this not going anywhere.
That's
Yeah,
my
This is the solo after, like, the only verse and chorus. Do you like more of
I like
Crazy
the,
solo?
I like the slower version.
I like
But
the slower one better.
I still like this one. If anything, I give it criticism for. It sounds like Phish was challenging themselves, not like artistically, but just seeing like if they could actually play that fast.
It was wonkery. That's what I was trying to get at. It just feels like, oh, let's just play it real fast, and we're gonna.
Yeah. And when it does a slower version, I think that's when you can kind of see if there's more artistic kind of decisions with that song. Because when it's faster, it's really fun to listen to, but I also don't know if it's like. Is this the same song?
This is the same solo.
This sounds
Well,
like
I mean, same
elevator
spot of the
music.
song, and the slow version.
This reminds me of
slow version's better.
this is
You like it?
the hotel channel music. Like when you turn on your hotel TV and it's
I'm
like,
totally fine
come
with that.
come to our swimming pool. Come visit all of our attractions. This is what's playing.
Oh, I don't have a problem with background music or music that's going to let me fall asleep. I mean, granted, I don't know. I thought this. I like this version.
It's not what I'm looking for, but it's better
I
than
know that's not
Llama.
what you're looking for,
Fast
Brandon.
Llama.
What? Well, okay, Brandon. Let's
Let's do one weird one.
one weird
Yeah,
one.
we've gone.
Okay.
We've gone through the mainstream, the fan favorites. Now let's get weird.
I'm about to
Let's
say
get
there's a
weird.
couple. Let's get weird, and we'll go back to another fan favorite because there's two songs I need to play that are like absolute staples.
Mhm.
Do you want Vacuum Solo or their attempt at heavy metal?
Vacuum Solo.
All
I
right,
was gonna say heavy metal.
all right. So this
We
is
could
their
do we can do heavy metal later.
Let's do, yeah.
this is their a cappella song "I Didn't Know," featuring John Fishman, the drummer, on the vacuum cleaner. And yes, he's really
Yes,
playing
this
a
man
vacuum.
is named Fishman. I forgot about that.
The
What
band
an-
is named after the drummer John Fishman.
What a stupid idiot.
You can't choose it.
It was
What
the
do you
80s,
mean?
man. Don't
What
blame
a-
them. All right, so here's I Didn't Know
John Fishman's
from New Year's Eve 2015.
Well, I didn't like cheeseburger, alley cats near me.
Oh, I hate it.
Fight fish disease, I wish somebody hear me. I didn't like maple dew, honey melon, watercress. I didn't like
You asked for it.
down my honey watermelon. I didn't
You asked
seem
for
to
this,
miss
Brandon.
it
You're gonna
when you
enjoy
kissed
it.
my honey water.
Every bit of it.
Even showed a picture, showed it down my honey's border.
Now, do you want the whole thing or just want to skip to the
Let's keep
solo?
going for a sec.
All right,
How
all
far-
right.
How far are we from the solo?
Waiting for the new shine. Pardon me, Doug. Is this a picture of Otis Redding? Yes, yes. Taken just before he died.
How are these fans freaking out? Like, this is my favorite song! It's I love you, Fish! Woo! Just flashing their chests at
I
him.
hear somebody go, "Get to the vacuum!"
Where's the vacuum?
You gotta build it up, man.
We gotta build it up by this dumbass 50s, terrible 50s.
This would be the song that
This is what's playing.
if I was inebriated on the broccoli, I would be wide-eyed and confused.
I would be scared.
I'd be like, did they lose their instruments?
What happened to Fish?
It's the solo.
Sounds like they're simulating reggae
I'm
guitars.
glad they got the guy from the Police Academy. to do that. What is this? This is so weird and confusing.
This sounds like BioShock music.
This is like someone really, really high trying to do BioShock music, but all they have is a vacuum cleaner in the room.
This sure sounds like the work of a bunch of 50-year-old dudes smoking a lot of the Mary Jane. And they're like, whoa, what if we use...
Could you imagine a BioShock Infinite if they did a version of that and some dude in like a barbershop quartet comes out with a vacuum cleaner and just goes, just like,
This is at the beginning of the game when you see the
Yes.
God Only Knows quartet come
Yes.
down. They've got a...
Now here's the crowd finishing off this song.
What? Fish fans are weird because they'll like literally anything these people do. That's what I've learned today.
they're finishing it. That's awesome.
Listen,
Are they
it's
doing the
not really so
harmonies?
much in.
I hear some harmonies.
They're singing the
I'll give
harmony
them
part.
that. Look, I think I have an emerging theory that Fish fans are zombies, you included. They've been mind controlled by this band who very subversively has planted thoughts into all these innocent white people to say you will like whatever we do and you will worship us because you're in this cult now.
I mean,
That's
it's-
what that song
It's worked on me.
I give
Okay, can you get to the heavy metal song? 'Cause I-
Do you want?
No, we have to do another fan favorite before we get to the...
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's do another. Yeah, go back to something that's
Go.
not gonna confuse me.
Well,
I give that
alright.
On a foundational.
Well, that's the
level.
problem. You guys don't like their like more accessible stuff, and then I get to weird, and you guys are like, nah. So,
We liked the fan favorites. I was okay with the fan favorients.
Yeah, that
I mean,
one was okay.
oh,
I
Gayeti.
liked Llama,
Ga-
and I liked Llama too. I
Yeah,
liked
Yeah,
both
it was
versions.
okay. I give that last song we listened to, "Somebody Knocks on Your Door While You're Smoking the Mary Jane" out of 420.
I give that. I'm gonna give that 1 just because I'm gonna need one listening to that.
Okay,
It's like, I give it 50 because that's how many it would take.
98% of the times I hear that song come up on my playlist, I skip it because you don't like listen to that song. and be
Yeah,
like,
that's not
yeah,
just-
I love this. You listen to it for the gag.
Of course.
You
Yes,
there
I
for
can
the
see that.
gag because some dude's in a dress. The dude wears the same outfit every day with the red circles and kind of like the dark navy blue background on it
Okay.
that goes down to his knees. Playing the drums is now all of a sudden on front stage playing a vacuum.
No, I get it. I totally understand.
Now, if
how
I'm
it
really
changes.
tired driving at night, I'll put that on because I'm like, yeah, I didn't know. 'Cause I'm just trying to pump myself up because like the
I
crowd
don't-
part at the end. But
I love how that's the pump you up part.
It's like, woo! Gotta get
All
ready.
that sit through.
It's like, okay, got a test today. I'm gonna do great on this test. Gonna read my flashcards.
Oh man, that date's gonna go well, but I'm just freaking out. I need something to pump me up.
oh yeah, if
I
I'm
think
going-
she really likes
Oh
me.
yeah, there's if I'm going on a date, I'm saving this stuff until like at least third date.
Oh, that's fine.
I was like, "What's your favorite band?" And I'll tell them, but I'm not telling them any songs yet.
You don't show them the songs
I
to the
don't-
third date.
I don't think I showed my girlfriend Death Grips until the day I asked her to be my girlfriend. It was like we'd been dating for a little.
That's the most Brandon thing I've heard
We had
all
been-
day.
We'd been dating for a little, but I told her about Death Grips before. I said, "Hey, let's make this a thing," because like we were sitting around in my dorm doing homework, and then she's like, "Okay, play the weirdest thing you have. I want to know." I'm like, "Okay, this is Death Grips," and then about 3 or 4 hours later, we became a couple. At the end,
Death Grips bringing people together
Oh,
since
yes.
I can't believe it.
since September 2015,
Aw.
since oh my god.
All right, so this next song, this is the longest jam they've ever played since their reunion in 2009. They broke up for a short period between 2004 and 2009. Guitars and lead singer had some drug problems. He got cleaned up in 2007. I see you smirking.
I was gonna say vacuum cleaners can sleep easy at night for those 5 years.
Were they doing drugs out of vacuum cleaners? It was just fall back in his chair.
But this is the longest song they played. Their longest jam they've ever played in concert. Just like one straight forward point. Like this is the start of the song, and this is where the next song begins.
There goes the microphone.
Nice job, Mike. Stay.
These mic stands are
good?
spring loaded, so sometimes they just go away.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Stay.
But are you ready for this? The longest song they've ever played before they went into another song.
Let's guess
Is-
how long it is before.
Guess.
I'm gonna guess 45 minutes.
Smaller? Is it higher or lower than that?
Just guess.
I was gonna say 35.
35? Okay.
Yeah.
The longest jam they've ever played live is 59 minutes.
Price is Right rules, I win.
No, that's fine.
Runaway Jam in 97. I think it actually went for like 57, but either way, it was just short of an hour, and it's dumb. I've listened to it before, and let me tell you, it's something.
Do you know where they played it?
I can find that for you in the middle of this song. But this next song, I'll preface it a little bit. It's called Tweezer. It's one of their most popular songs to play in concert. Came out on their 1991 album, A Picture of Nectar. Nectar named after the bar there they kind of got popular and first started really playing gigs at.
Or drug reference?
I just love all these Phish lore bits I'm getting every now
If
and
it,
then.
I'm
It's
learning that Phish
wonderful.
is also folk heroes.
All right, so here is Tweezer, the famous Tahoe Tweezer from 2013.
Is your favorite Tweezer album the Tlu album or Twinkerton?
I was actually going to make. I was gonna make a Pinkerton joke. You beat me to it. I
Or
can't be mad at
is
that.
Twaladroit your sneak favorite?
I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. It's between Flu and Twite.
Twake to leave
Just play
is
the
just the word.
song.
All right, here's the song.
Twatitude. I think that Phish has written 5 funk riffs in their lifetime, and they just change them a little.
Hey, if it works, it works.
I like the piano one.
I do like the
I didn't realize Phish was so piano heavy. Seize her with a
Or is it
tweezer.
Caesar with a tweezer?
Seize, S-I-Z-E.
Oh,
Okay.
I've
Jeez.
lost this one
Caesar with-
already.
I think you also
Caesar?
spelled. I think you spelled C's wrong. I think you spelled it size.
No, I said
Caesar with a
S-I-S-E-I-Z.
Yeah,
S-I-E. No,
S-I-E?
It's S-E-I. It's S-E-I.
SEI. No, but I thought you said
Over the real
S-I-Z-E.
deal. How do you spell?
Welcome to
I
the
know
How
how
Do You
to
Spell
spell.
C's show. I'm Brandon, he's Logan, and he's Logan too.
S-E-I.
That's how you
Celebs.
spell C's. That's our series finale, folks. Tune in to our next
We have
show.
Louie, Brandon, and Logan.
Logan, tune into our next show. How do you spell the word restaurant?
Oh no. But so that was a minute taste. Yes or no?
Eh.
You
It's
guys were kind of
fine.
liking it, and then the lyrics happened.
It's okay.
And everything went
the
down.
lyrics didn't make it go like, how am I like? 'Cause at first when you played it, I was like, oh, is it them just 59 minutes just jamming? And I was like, that's excessive. But if it's kind of anything like this, then I could understand.
It's
Like,
like, yeah.
but then when the lyrics came in, it made me go, okay.
It
I
was-
don't know if 59 minutes of seize her with a tweezer is gonna be really.
I think the riff was okay. I don't
It was,
really
yeah.
see it going that well for 59 minutes.
I was gonna say the
No,
guitar.
this isn't the song that went 59 minutes. This is their longest version since 2009 at 36 minutes.
Oh, okay.
36,
I was
okay.
gonna say
Even
like the
still.
guitar riff was good, and then when the piano came in, it got better, and then when the lyrics came in, it got weird, and then,
That's
Mhm.
all. That's really all I could really hope for is that you guys just take it at that level.
no, it's fine, yeah.
Now I can start getting more into the jam. We need to
let's-
start. We need to start listening to the jam.
Let's get jammy.
We got to get jammy.
get
All right, so
jammy.
let's just dive into this. I'll kind of after this, I'll show you my favorite jam, the
Okay.
famous Undermine jam from the Dick Warren Good Park in 2012.
Okay.
So here we are, about 5.5 minutes in.
Still tweezer.
Yes, this is like after their breakdown and all the lyrics are done. This is now all improv. Thoughts?
Sorry.
Just waiting for it to get somewhere.
Yeah.
It's still early, so that's why. Am I
we
still
gotta let
need
it
to be-
jam a bit. We gotta just let it inhabit our ears.
Do you want me to skip forward to maybe
No,
just a little
let's-
bit more in?
Let's let it play a little bit more.
All right.
Because that's kind of the whole spirit of the jam band, to just kind of. I don't think there's enough variety in this for me. That's kind of a problem with just improv heavy music.
I think this fits hotel music.
Yeah, like
I
if you
kinda
if you
get
take out that electric guitar, then this is also hotel channel music. I think they're effectively an Eric Clapton cover band in my eyes at this point. But are you skipping a bit?
I am. I'm actually gonna skip to kind of the end of another one of the sections of the song. This is about 19 and a half minutes into the jam. I skipped about 10 minutes. They had another really cool section in there, but this is more the part where they get more rock with it, more standard rock, but it's like
jiggy with it.
really good. Just kind of building up.
This doesn't sound like they know what they're doing now, does it? They're all in F. They're all in the same key. I can give them that. I just wish the drummer knew how to drum appropriately for this scene.
They're all just trying to figure it out, man.
I don't want to hear them figuring it out.
Oh my gosh. That was perfect.
They're just trying to
Come
organize.
on,
Man.
I had to drop one.
Just take a hit of something, man. You'll just
Hey man, it all makes sense. Take this.
Hey man, what are you doing with the
Man, you
want
want to come into my car?
What's up?
He said, hey man, do you want to come into my car?
Got a lot of vacuum cleaners for sale. Phish
You're
bro.
so hung up on the vacuums.
It's
I love it.
funny.
You ever use a vacuum cleaner as a bong, man? The secret is...
Have you ever just laid down in your van, looked out in the sky, and hugged your vacuum cleaner and realized life doesn't mean anything?
You know, I used to use vacuum cleaners to clean my floor once a month. But now, like, Phish opened up my eye, man. My third eye was closed. Now I know that there's lots of things I can do with a
Not only
vacuum
is my
cleaner.
third eye open, but so is my fourth and my fifth. The vacuum
Whoa,
cleaner
man.
showed me all.
The vacuum cleaner sucked off my skin to make new eyes, man.
So, what do you
I
think?
didn't like that.
You didn't like it?
It was really chill, but I lost interest pretty early on.
I lost interest when they
Good
just
background music.
started tuning
about it.
their instruments. And they didn't know where they were going, and I'm like, I'm just waiting for them to have an idea.
That seems like a song where somebody like you're just having a beer with somebody and they go, "What's this song again?" I don't care. It's okay. Like they kind of notice it for a little bit and then they just go back into their conversation. It's just good background music to me.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
just.
so not
You're
a big
gonna
fan
have
of
to
the
bleep
jam.
whole sentences.
So
I mean,
Yeah, hello. If you're
technically-
wondering why we're kind of giggly right now, I've had to cut out probably about 20 minutes of the podcast because Brandon had some weird fantasies that a vacuum he wanted to tell us about.
Yeah, it's,
I think you should leave some of it in.
Should I?
Not.
I don't know.
You should bleep it.
I don't know if I want 50 Shades of Dyson on this
50
Phish
Shades
cast.
of Dyson. Look.
All right, so
When
do you
a
just
man
want to get
loves a
back to more
vacuum.
weird?
Okay,
Yeah.
was that not weird? Or was that just jam?
That was jammy.
That was jam.
Let's
so,
get back to weird.
Welcome back, everybody.
all right,
Let's
so
get weird.
Sorry, I'm
this
filthy.
next song has never been recorded to a studio album. It's just kind of a weird live song they'll do. It's called Big Black Furry Creature from Mars.
I love it already. Just go.
Ooh.
This is their attempt at heavy metal.
Oh yes, I've been wanting to hear this
Here
one.
we go. I like the blast beat. Oh, those vocals.
Wonderful.
Is this Ozzy Osbourne? I'm running off the ground.
What?
Where am I? I didn't like that either.
Was that it?
Nope.
Now it's a Descendants song.
I'm dying here. This is awesome to watch Logan freak
I can't
out.
comprehend this. This is like
The guitars aren't. Yeah, so they're trying to do like a Black Flag thing or thrash thing. Open up! But the guitars aren't loud enough. And the
they
bass.
don't commit because they go to the piano and they have to sing
Mhm.
Creatures from Mars.
If they're
That's-
trying to
and
do a
that's why I
thrash
just feel like
song,
that's
do it
when the
right.
That's when the camera cuts to like the audience, and then there's just kids in the audience just jumping around.
Is that it? Oh, this is stupid. I hate it.
You don't like it?
This is such a novelty.
This is a novelty song written
I
for
can't
children.
believe you guys don't like that song.
Really? You don't believe?
Really? Look, you know that
I
like
feel like I would enjoy the lead up to that song more than anything. Just them going, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get weird," and it just starts going from there. Like I could see that.
Here's the thing: they never really introduce songs either, so it's just kind of like if you listen to the beginning. Here, I'll play the.
Oh, dang. Then I
I'll just play the beginning for you. You'll just hear the crowd freak out because they just go into the song and no one's expecting it. They've never had a set playlist made unless they're like doing some special gag, like covering a whole album, like they usually do on Halloween's. Here's the beginning again, and everyone panicking. and that's why everyone freaks out because
What's-
it's just one of those. It's just one of those gag songs, but it's just so
What
Fun.
sort of albums have they covered for Halloween?
albums. Oh, I can go through
You
all
said
those
you could
for
play
you.
an album. You should play an album cut for us off of something we'd know.
Okay, so do you want to hear a cover?
Yeah, do a cover. Let's do some covers,
so
baby.
I don't know what I have exactly on here. I'll have to check, but they've covered albums like the Beatles' White Album,
Ooh,
Quadrophenia,
Wow.
that's hard.
by The Who. They've done, oh my gosh, I can't remember. In '96, they did Remain in Light by the Talking Heads.
Ooh, I'm interested in that. If you could find anything, if you could find Once in a Lifetime,
Oh man, I don't know if I have that one. I don't see.
can you get it on YouTube?
Oh, we're gonna find out. Well, it's like they covered it again in 2015, but it wasn't a very good version. It was obviously very ill rehearsed. But I'll go through some of the other albums. Loaded by Revolver. I mean, not Loaded by Velvet Underground. What am I saying? What else have they
What
covered?
a weird Velvet Underground for the song.
You guys all missed Brandon's musical hipster suspenders loosening as soon as he heard Talking Heads.
Dude, I love Remain in Light. Like
Woo!
I've listened to it. It's very
I
interesting.
just loved
Brandon
your
likes-
face. You were it's the most giddy you've been this entire thing.
Talking Heads
Here
is
we
one
go.
of my favorite bands.
Other albums they've done, Rolling Stones,
Exile on Main Street.
that's the one. Little Feat's Waiting for Columbus. What else did then? This last year they did David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust. They did
Ooh.
Ziggy Stardust.
That'd be a good one too.
Would it
Just-
though? Would you not just be the whole time being like, "This is not a good cover." You already don't like Phish.
So give me a song,
And-
Brandon. Brandon, do you want to hear? Do you want
I'll-
to hear their Once in a Lifetime?
I want to hear Once in a Lifetime, and then I want to hear something off of the Ziggy Stardust.
All right. So here is Once in a Lifetime by the Phish.
Is that with the guitar? That
I'm not
that
exactly
synthesizer?
sure. They have backup artists. They have backup players playing on this album with
Find
them.
yourself
Oh,
living in a shotgun shack.
When the days go by.
Find yourself in another part of the world.
I like it.
And you may find yourself behind the wheel.
No, they did not
of a
perform any
large
choreography
automobile.
though.
And you may find yourself
That was choreographed by Tony Basil. That music video, Tony Basil of the Mickey song. Hey, Mickey, yourself, understand. But let's hear through the chorus. This is the most impressed I've been so far, actually.
Really?
That's a good cover.
My biggest issue is the vocals because I think Talking Heads songs are pretty uncoverable just because of David Byrne was such a wacky singer. But
Now,
musically and percussion, I think the percussion is the most interesting part because in the original Brian Eno did a lot of like looping and drum tracking. So for them to like replicate Brian Eno's drum track so well is really interesting. I give that one 2.7520 out of 420.
so how about this? Now, one song after they covered that album, they really liked playing Cross-Eyed and Painless, and they play that song a lot now. So we like to hear a little Cross-Eyed.
Take a look at these hands. Yes.
Now this is the drummer singing, the same guy who does the vacuum.
lost my shape. Trying to act casual. I can't stop. I might end up in the hospital. Changing my shape. I feel like an accident. Look back to explain our experience. Looks too obscure to me.
Their Talking Heads covers have been the best Phish we've heard all night. I think that real Cross-Eyed and Painless can't be touched. But
I think it shows how good of musicians they are.
they're very good
in those
musicians.
Because with because I can tell with Brandon, he didn't like he doesn't like a lot of the musical stuff from their original songs, and so he kind of questioned whether or not they're actually good at their instruments. And I think these
Well-
covers show that they actually are really good at what they're doing. It's just
And we play a little
they're
from
genre.
the
they do
guitar
it.
solo.
Okay.
See how they match the guitar solo.
This song feels like a natural crossover of Talking Heads and Phish style. Like with Once in a Lifetime, it felt like they were covering Talking Heads, but Cross-Eyed and Painless actually feels like a Phish song while still being a cover. I like their Cross-Eyed and Painless cover the best so far. I'm gonna give it.
Is that a live version of Cross?
That is a live version, yes, sir.
That might be because they've played it so many times. They've kind of put more of their stuff,
More of
themselves into it.
It kind of became their own version of the song instead of just the song.
Yeah, I
So-
give that 320s out of 420s.
All right. So we'll do 2 more songs.
Okay.
You want to hear something from Ziggy Stardust?
Yeah. And
No.
then
What song? Because I have the whole album.
Oh boy, let's.
Come on, you're the Bowie expert.
I am the Bowie expert. I'm just trying to decide which one I want to hear.
Let's listen to Goodbye Moon Men.
Goodbye Moon Men is not on Ziggy Stardust. See, I was.
Moon
Let's hear Rock and Roll Suicide.
Your rock and roll
Suicide.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is-
All right.
Did I make? Was that a good pick?
Yes, because I love this version because no one expected the lead singer to be so good at singing the song because they're not known for singing. He puts down the guitar and it's literally just him with a microphone in the front of the stage.
Time takes the cigarette, puts it in your mouth.
After this, let's do
Pull on
Suffragette
your
City,
finger,
and then the last
then
one you wanted
another
to play.
finger, then your cigarette. The wall to wall is calling, it lingers, then you forget. Oh, 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 you're a rock and roll
Suicide.
You're too old to lose it,
Oh, they're doing it with the
too
piano.
young to choose it.
Those strings.
And the
Yes,
clock
they did bring
waits
strings in for
so
the Halloween show.
patiently on your song. You walk past the cafe, but you don't eat when you've lived too long. Oh no, 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 you're a rock and roll suicide.
I want to hear the band part here. So.
Chef breaks off snarling as you step across the road.
They don't have those really crunchy, great glam
But
saxophones.
the day breaks
That's okay.
instead, so you
Put on
hurry
Suffragette City.
home.
That was okay.
All right, here's
There's
Suffragette City.
Certainly could have been worse. They're playing it straight for now.
Hey man, oh, leave me alone. Oh, hey man, oh Henry, get off the phone. I got to. Hey man,
This isn't as energetic as I would like. It's a bit flat, but I'm really missing the saxophone.
my work's on the drain.
I'm surprised you call it not energetic because I watched the webcast of this and people are freaking out. That's the thing. It's like you can't capture all the energy.
So I'm
just
not
in the
there.
recording.
That's the thing. I'm not there.
Even just watching the webcast, you're like,
I mean,
oh my god.
no, this is coming out of crappy laptop speakers, so but like just as a listener, this isn't quite as pump worthy as I would like.
Would you just consider it interesting to listen to? Just like, oh, here's
Not as interesting as Talking Heads, because the David Bowie covers were a lot more straight, I think.
they did take it very straight on the Halloween show, so I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So-
on all the Halloween shows, they take it straight.
Yeah, they usually keep it pretty standard. They might kind of vary a little bit.
Mhm.
Their oddest Halloween cover they've ever done is Chilling Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House. It is a Disney sound effects album
Ooh, that's interesting.
where they take songs, they just took the sound effects and then made songs out of them.
Wow.
But like they would like make the songs and just like sample in the sound effects. And they literally just made.
Do you have access to that?
Oh, what do you want to hear from it?
The weirdest one.
Weirdest one?
Yeah.
We'll go for Your Pet Cat.
Ooh.
Are you ready for Your Pet Cat?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
From the time of the ancient Egyptians until today, many people have been cat fanciers. You are such a person. Your cat is a big, beautiful black animal. His appearance as much like a panther as a cat. Your pet is a very friendly one. Each day as you come home from work, he shows you his affection by purring and rubbing his sleek fur against your legs as you reach down to scratch his head. Until one day...
Looking at me really intensely.
How can you not have fun with this?
Do I look like a vacuum cleaner to you?
This is what I was expecting with weird. This is weird I can get down with. I like
the
this.
cat sample.
I like everything in this. It's a nice. This is good weird.
And they still play a lot of these songs. When I saw them all the way up in Wisconsin in Alpine Valley, they opened the show with one of the first songs they played during the set, and the venue went nuts. It was awesome. 25,000 people in the middle of nowhere in little East Troy, Wisconsin.
Phish concert would be the most miserable thing possible for me. Because all these people are like, yeah! And I'm like, what is this?
It's so much fun to watch you.
I'd love to see Louie at one.
I know how Lou would be at a Phish concert.
Hey, someone's got to drive us home, so I never partake in anything.
I know you don't.
Plus, my parents are maybe listening to this, which I'm still not lying, because someone's got to take us home.
Yeah,
So,
see, there you go.
did you like that
Mr. and
at
Mrs.
all?
Wilson.
That was better, yeah.
See, I can tell Logan's more of like, I can get down to this and listen to it. It's kind of fun. Brandon, you want to analyze it. I can tell you want to analyze the
I'm
music
breaking it
more.
down.
of
I'd
it.
love to analyze it too, but this cast is not me wanting to analyze it. This is just me as a base foundation of would I listen to this band or not in the future without you bringing it up constantly, and then I will, and then maybe I'll dissect it. But he has a foundation for Phish. He's also a cynical guy at a certain point when
Yeah.
it comes to music, so it's like it's a mixture of
I'm
those
just
two things.
analytical, too.
And that's totally fine, because if it was films, it would probably be, I would probably be like that more than anything. But with this, it's Phish. To me, I don't really have.
Hey, you're wearing a Phish shirt.
Yep.
I didn't notice. Oh,
This is
shit.
the one I got
I
in
did.
Wisconsin. It was a 5 to 6 hour drive there.
All right, we're almost probably gonna hit the 4-hour mark. So, what is the last song? That
Hey,
you
just like a
wanted
Phish
to-
song. All right, so
How long are Phish shows? That's my last question.
they are usually, I think it's like 3 hours long.
Okay.
And they play 2 sets. First set's more of the kind of the standard stuff I was showing you earlier in the show. Second set's more of this jammier stuff where they actually kind of explore the songs, and that's what really everyone's kind of looking for is what are they going to explore, what are they going to play, how is it going to sound.
Okay.
So, yeah, first set's just kind of like, all right, let's just kind of have some fun with some other stuff, and if it's a really good first set, then kind of get really excited for the second one. So, do you want to hear one last song?
One more time. Just hit us with
All right,
your
so this
favorite.
is, I won't play favorite. I'm actually going to play, because this is really important, I think, to play. It's called You Enjoy Myself. This is off of their first official album, if you don't count their version of the White Album, which is kind of more of a demo reel. It's the most played song. They played it over 500 times, nearly at 1/3 of all their shows.
Wow.
Have you heard them play it?
I have not heard them play it. I'm hoping I hear it this year at Colorado, because I'll be going to 3 nights.
So we can only
But
hope. for
yeah,
you.
they don't play it much anymore.
if
It drives me nuts.
If they play it at 1/3 of their shows, you're seeing them 3 times. The odds are in your favor. You get
Well,
it
they don't
once.
play it very. I'd say they played it so much before they broke up in 2004 that those stats are kind of skewed with how it is now.
Okay.
I could get into all that other stuff, which
We're
is not what we're here
Welcome
for.
to the
Into
Phish
the
Statistics
song.
Show, where we talk about statistics.
Bloomberg presents the Phish Statistics Show.
All right.
Vox.com.
So here is You Enjoy Myself.
You enjoy yourself with a vacuum cleaner?
Every day.
Ew.
This is their more composed piece. This is the most famous one where it's kind of like about 8 to 10 minutes of composed music, and then 10 to 15 minutes of jam.
I like the guitar.
I like the guitar. It's little arpeggios.
As soon as he said classical, I was like, perfect, I'm going to get Brandon with this song.
I like the piano too.
I like the swing. I'm a sucker for songs in 3/4. This reminds me more of Yes, I think.
Yes, actually, not even meant to be punny, but yeah, I can totally hear that. I can hear some roundabout kind of yes.
This is better. This is
Yeah,
like a happy
this is their
medium
first
between me and Louie.
This is a live version. This is off of if you would consider White Album just a demo tape, yes, this is off their first album, Who
album.
Tap.
I would consider their first album to be their own first original stuff.
Same.
But yeah, so I would say okay, cool. Because that might actually, this actually might make me want to listen to the album. Because I like this.
This is the best original song
I was gonna
think
say,
that
I
you
think
played.
this is the best. Yeah, the best song originally from them.
Kind of get a little bit quieter here. I'm gonna actually skip past the quiet part. We got to get back to more of the fun. This is where they get super spacey.
Dear.
Newslink is going crazy outside.
We think there's a
folks.
fist fight happening
Yes,
outside the door.
we're missing
Sounds like
something.
a sounds
Well,
like a
I'm gonna
Phish
be-
concert out there.
If someone yells, "Hit him with the chair," I'm leaving. I need to see that.
RKO out of nowhere.
Just hear
They're,
Vince.
they're clowning. They're clowning in the
You
newsroom.
just hear Vince McMahon go, "It was me the entire time."
That's probably what it. That's probably what it sounds like from other people's perspectives when we're screwing around in the newsroom.
Yeah, probably.
All right, here is after the little quiet part. About 4 minutes in. A lot of head bobbing.
Just left and right. I just never knew that Phish could be so piano heavy. This isn't so
I
bad.
honestly didn't expect Phish to sound like this. I don't know why, but I just didn't.
Little bass
I
solo.
like that little slowdown.
I like the bass.
I'm so glad you guys are liking this.
This is so much better than any of the other garbage you've been playing for an hour and a half.
I don't.
We're only an hour in. I think because we had to cut out, like I said, 20 minutes because Brandon got a little,
You know, I mean,
a little 50
you
Shades.
can cut that out if you want. I mean, it's all you.
I don't think the listeners don't want to hear just 20 minutes of censor.
Just censor.
I think what you need to do is like start censoring me and then cut to you saying welcome back. Just hard cut.
Just censor using vacuum cleaning noises to censor his part.
Seven minutes in, we're at to hear the first lyric.
What is that you're doing with your hand?
Is he jazz hands? Are you
Yeah.
doing the cymbals? He's doing the
This
cymbals.
looks like, I was gonna say, it looks like someone in a Glee Club that doesn't know how to do jazz hands.
Perplexing looks.
God, Phish is always ruined when the singer comes in.
Honestly, I don't entirely agree with some of the songs, but I think in this song it might. It kind of does.
I don't mind that, actually.
What?
Because it's just sort of nonsense sounds. Are they saying words?
They're saying wash a finzi, drive me to Firenze. I think it's Italian.
It's sort of nonsense words, so I don't mind it when they're just saying some stupid crap about grabbing people with the It just sort of sounds like just like funk
I
sounds.
think that's Italian for I'd like some spaghetti and meatballs.
Well,
let's do some Final Fish thoughts since
so
we're all music.
all right.
out.
So I played a lot for you. We played a lot of songs.
I think Brandon should go first because he's just dying to let it all out.
Oh boy.
He's ready to get
I'm
that
scared.
Arthur fist.
I've heard everything. about it, and I don't know what else I could hear. So I'm scared. Hopefully, I won't be surprised. Brandon.
When Phish worked, it was despite themselves. When Phish did Talking Heads, it was because they had some great source material. When they played their last great song at the end there, it's because they fell ass backwards into having a good jam. I think Phish is a bunch of very talented, very blown out old men from Vermont who sit around all day talking about how good they are at their instruments. And I think that they've conned a lot of innocent boys out there into thinking that they are a good band, into buying their records. And Phish, I will give Phish this. They try, but I'm not even sure about that anymore after we listened to their music from the beginning, because that sounds like
I'm so
someone
hurt right now.
that the first couple songs we listened to sounds like it has Target bonus tracks on it. That's the sort of album that is. I think Phish has interesting moments. I think they're at minimum interesting. I also think that they have bounced worlds between garbage psychedelia, garbage white boy funk, and garbage Target 10.99 terrible for sale music. Like, do I get a discount on that album from 2014 if I have a Target red card? I feel like I could hear that while I'm in Target's frozen food aisle and I get the 5th home run pizza of that week because that's all my family eats, because my family is a lot of stoners, because I put THC in all of their food because I'm a
Brandon,
Phish fan.
you're going on a tangent.
I think that
Let it
Phish fans,
Go. This has already gone.
Phish
No, I
fans
think
love
this hurts
marijuana.
more than any other criticism because it's like genuine.
Phish fans love marijuana because that's the only reason. That's the only way that they can genuinely enjoy Phish, is if they're completely removed from their normal, sane selves. Phish represents a dimension of music which is just a step away from where we are as a society.
What the hell is he talking about?
Phish represents one. Phish represents one skew away from normal good human taste. Like, we see abhorrent trash on TV. We see, like, the really terrible Jersey Shore reality shows.
What are you going on about?
We see great... We see great art.
When
We
you-
see
when you
classical paintings.
Save this
we
for like
listen
your
to
10-minute
Beethoven.
segments.
No, he doesn't need that. Let him get out now.
One peg off of normal sanity, one peg off of the normal standard human condition is Phish. They're just warped enough to make it distasteful and repugnant, but they're not so far off to be anything truly interesting or engaging.
Why did I invite him?
You know exactly why.
Phish
you invited him.
fans-
This is kind of something you wanted.
No, I thought
Come on.
I thought it
Louie.
wouldn't be this mean.
If
I thought he would just be like, meh, next.
Phish
Has Brandon ever done that?
if
True,
Phish is a
duh.
religion
He did
of
tell us 10 minutes about Randy Newman.
if Phish is a religion, then Phish concerts are representative of big old mega churches with the TVs, just hollow, empty, preaching to the same people in the back of the room, and they cost way too much money to maintain. In short, stop buying tickets to see Phish.
Jeez.
A couple of their songs
I
are
disagree
okay.
with so much of that.
I know you
Their
do.
concerts are awesome. Oh, here we go. You're right. I'm brainwashed.
Well,
Their concerts
that's
are
not to say.
awesome.
I called Phish a cult, and like, I love Phish concerts. I love listening to old men go "Bop-a-dip-a-dip" for 20 minutes. I love it when the guy sucks on a vacuum cleaner. God,
that was
okay,
great.
I've said my piece.
Wow. Jesus.
Is it-
Logan,
is it
I'm
right?
scared. I don't even want to hear an opinion from you.
I guess to start off, when we did the Weezer cast, and I listened to both Blue Album and Pinkerton, it was one of those experiences where I was genuinely surprised because I had heard Say It Ain't So, I heard Beverly Hills, I heard some of their hits before going into those two albums. So it took me by surprise when I really, really, really enjoyed Pinkerton. I really enjoyed Blue Album. And so when we were doing this, I was really hoping to be in that kind of same light. And unfortunately, I wasn't, but I'm not over where Brandon is. I think that There was a lot of stuff
Obviously,
here.
we just need more sessions.
Yeah, honestly, this is really
This is
just
Scientology. You're talking in here about sessions.
no, I could tell. I personally think with Phish, it's they're very talented guys, but I also think that they're a niche kind of thing. I don't know if I fit in that niche either, and I don't. It's something
That's
that
my real opinion.
it's gonna say like I would definitely want to give it a listen to, especially with the Talking Heads covers, especially with that last song you played us. I really enjoyed those. I even enjoy the Bowie covers. I think they were actually, even though they were straightforward, they were actually still. They did a good job with that. So they're really good musicians. I just think in terms of music, I don't know
Not
if
your
they're
thing?
entirely my thing, but I'd still give them a try.
I mean, I still
What's
hate
your
Phish.
like honest opinion?
My honest opinion is
non-tangent free.
tangent-free.
Not ripping out my heart.
Tangent-free, I hate Phish. I don't think their fans are actually dumb. I think it's a bit cultish. I honestly think Phish fans are a bit brainwashed, just from what I've gotten. But
Oh yeah, there's whole aspects of the culture I
think
I
there's
will
a
never
lot
understand.
Of fans of music or movies or TV that are brainwashed about stuff.
Yeah,
just
like
don't-
what's with guys like Death Grips? Those guys are brainwashed into listening to garbage and listening to
Yeah.
white noise.
or it's like the Bill Murray fandom. I don't understand the Bill Murray fandom.
I mean, just Vivian Pong.
And our old executive producer Julia Ritchie.
Yeah, Julia.
Julia was a big Murray fan. Big Murray.
Big ol'
Big Murray is
Big
what the
Murray
ladies
fan.
call me.
No, but yeah, overall, I would definitely give Phish another try. It's just I didn't fall in love with him, which I don't know if you expected that, but I definitely would give him a try again.
Let's just say this fish tastes rotten. Send it
Shut-
back, baby.
Shut your mouth.
It's like in Airplane when everyone ordered the fish and it was really bad. I feel like fish makes me feel like I'm vomiting on an airplane.
So how many jazz cigarettes out of 5 do you give Phish
I
that you
give
heard today?
I would give him a 3.
Out of 5 jazz cigarettes,
You give him a 1, wouldn't you?
1.5 for me. That half being
Brandon
they're
would give it a
talented.
roach.
They get a half jazz cigarette for being talented. I give them 1.5 jazz cigarettes and a really big vacuum out of 5.
All right. Well, I tried.
You
I'm
did.
a little hurt.
Thank you for
After
trying. too.
Brandon.
Thank you for getting all those different mixtures of songs and trying every kind of avenue.
Which
to
part
work
of the
with.
vacuum is the butt?
It doesn't matter. We don't need him to edit more. Okay, keep this stuff to yourself. Your weird, kinky things with the vacuums.
All right, we're gonna end this before Brandon starts.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank
for
you.
listening.
Thank you for listening. This
Thank
was
you
a
for
festival.
Thank you for
This
making
is actually really enjoyable.
Yeah, I had a
I'm
great
always,
time.
I'm always open to listening to new stuff and just kind of.
Brandon,
and-
now you gotta show me your music.
We'll do a Death Grips something.
Oh,
Death Grips episode would be
If we-
interesting.
Are we really gonna do that soon?
We could do it next week.
I would be fine with that.
We'll do we might do a Death Grips episode next week. Who knows? I'll talk to Louie and Logan. Anyways, thanks. This was like a Phish song. I think it went in a lot of different directions. We had our ideas. Like we started out with a really strong concept and a list of songs that we wanted to do. And then we just went off on our tangents. But then we eventually all came back together to talk about Phish. So really, this was an experimental format for us.
whoa.
All right. Well, thanks everybody.
Thank you. This has been.
I'm Logan. This has been the Real Deal Phish Cast.
I'm Brandon Kratkowski, and ooh, I like the way that vacuum's looking at me. I'll be right back,
Ooh.
boys.
Wow.
My name's Louie, and thanks you for making it to the end. We hope to see you next week.